Welcome to Niagara College. I am so glad that you are here. In fact, the entire NC community is glad you are here. My name is Deborah Strong-Clark, and I am an academic advisor for the School of Business and Management. Today I'm going to present our third module, Understanding Niagara College Academics. This module's topic will explain how to understand the Niagara College academic schedule, as well as information about courses. Please do not worry about writing any of this down. The presentation is being recorded and will be available to you again. This module will cover program overview, Niagara College semester structure and credit hours, full-time student status versus part-time student status, important key dates, academic standing, as well as course outlines and teaching and learning plans. We call them TLPs. Planning your program and individual semesters effectively relies on your understanding of the college schedule. There are 3 terms at Niagara College: fall, which is September to December, winter semester, which is January to April, and spring semester, which is May to August. Each semester is 15 weeks long. Each term you attend school for 7 weeks, then you have a break week or a reading week, and then return for an additional 7 weeks of classes. Some courses are offered each term, but some program-specific courses may only be offered in 1 or 2 terms per academic calendar year. This is one of the reasons you'd want to meet with your academic advisor if you felt the need to drop a course, work a reduced course load, or attend part-time. Credit value. Every course in your program is assigned a credit value. This credit value represents the number of hours you can anticipate receiving instruction in the course. It also represents the number of hours that you should anticipate homework or review for the class. For example, COM 1133 Writing Strategies is a 3-credit course. This means that you will attend classes for 3 hours each week for a total of 42 hours of instruction over the course of a 14-week semester. Each week you can also anticipate 3 hours of homework or review in addition to class instruction. So you need to budget 6 hours of your time for COM 1133 or any other 3-credit course. The same goes if it's a 4-credit or a 5-credit. Knowing and understanding credit hours will help you with time management. Credit values and total teachable hours for some courses are also important if your program of study is linked to a professional designation. Often you will have to provide the number of instructional hours when applying for that designation. If at some point you decide to switch to a different college or university, or you are interested in pursuing higher education after your program completion, the number of credit hours will be taken into consideration when you are seeking transfer credits at the other institution that you move to. Finally, credit values are what are used to determine if you are considered a full or a part-time student. To be considered a full-time student, enrollments must equal 70 to 100% of their course load based on credits. It is important to note that at 70% of a course load based on credits, this means you will be paying 100% of your tuition. This is called bulk tuition. Part-time students are enrolled in less than 70% of your course load based on credits. When you are a full-time student, you are automatically eligible to receive health and dental benefits, UPass, or use of athletic services. But as a part-time student, you would be able to opt into many of these services at an additional cost. It is important to be aware that there are many considerations for being a full-time or part-time student, such as OSAP's funding, sponsored students' requirements, or if you are a student with a registered disability. Be sure you speak with your academic advisor before making any changes to your status through your timetable. Also, if you are an international student, make sure you speak to your International Student Advisor, or ISA, as it could impact your immigration status in Canada. Niagara College's key dates will always be posted on the Enrollment Services website. Your academic advisor will also post them in Blackboard every semester. Academic standing. All credentials, whether diploma, advanced diploma, certificate, or degree programs, have a minimum GPA or grade point average that you must achieve in order to graduate from your program. The GPA is calculated by dividing the total number of grade points earned by the credit hours of a course that you've attempted. Your academic standing is also very important to your progression through your program. Again, do not worry about writing any of this down as it will be available to you later. It's also important to acknowledge that success means different things to different people. Do your best work. Know that there are many supports for you here at Niagara College, and if you are concerned about your progression through a course or your program, please book a meeting with your academic advisor. Course outlines are available for every Niagara College course in your program. They are available to anyone online. Course outlines include information about course content, learning activities, and evaluation methods. The course outline is a binding document, which means it cannot be changed or altered without review and then passed through various legislative officials. Course outlines are tied to ministry essential employability skills. These employability skills are developed based on the skills required to be competent in different employment sectors, as well as general soft skills that will aid you in being a successful student as well as a successful employee. Teaching and learning plans, or TLPs, are developed by your professor for each class they teach. These give you an explicit understanding of what you can expect and what your instructors expect of you on a week-to-week basis for all of your classes. This is a living document and it can change throughout the semesters. Instructors should always communicate any changes with their teaching and learning plans to you, the student. This is a screenshot of a typical teaching and learning plan. As you can see, it is an overview of the course, including expectations for assignment submissions, Blackboard and email use, expectations around academic integrity, and of course, your instructor's contact information. This is another screenshot of the TLP showing the list of assignments, their due dates, as well as the weight of their evaluation. This is the third and final screenshot of the TLP, showing a detailed weekly outline of the course, including what will be completed in class and what and when it is due. Many TLPs also link weekly learning activities to learning outcomes, so you can easily see how you are meeting the learning objectives of the course. Your TLP for the fall 2020 semester may be affected by the changing public health requirements and opportunities to be on campus. It is important to your success that you ensure you have the most up-to-date TLP for the course. This is a very important document, so I would suggest you either have this printed or at hand for each and every course that you are enrolled in. Please make sure that you connect with your academic advisor. We really are your go-to person if you have any concerns or questions around your academic journey. We can be found on the advising webpage by going to www.niagaracollege.ca/academic advising. For international student advisors, make sure you go to the ISA tab. We are available to support you through email, phone, or video call. Thank you so much for joining me on this Module 3 of the Kickstart series. I hope you learned and enjoyed it. August the 25th. Please join my colleague Barb Heeg as she presents Your Life as a Student. Thank you.